Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm really excited for this video. I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time, and I finally got my hands on this card. And of course, from the title, I am talking about the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Beautiful, look at that. Chase Sapphire Reserve. So first off, this card comes with a 50,000 sign up offer when you spend 4,000 in the first 3 months. And that's a pretty great offer because if you use it for cashback, it turns out to be 500. But if you use it for travel, which is what most people that are looking into this credit card are, getting it for, is that it converts to $750 in travel credit. And the way that you would use that travel credit is that you just go on the Chase app or the Chase website, and there's an ultimate rewards portal. That's what it's called. And there you can book all types of travel. In addition to the 50,000 point sign up bonus, you also get $300 in annual statement credit for travel. And that $300 statement credit is going to go to things like travel. So like I mentioned, airline flights, hotels, taxis, anything that Chase deems travel, and they're pretty generous with what they deem as travel. So in addition to that $300 travel statement, you're also going to get, gas and grocery is actually going to count in that $300. Unfortunately, that's only up to June 30th, 2021, but we still got a couple months until then, so you can probably take advantage of that. Now, in terms of percentages, like points back, you're going to get 3% back on travel and 3% back on dining. Now, that 3% back on travel is going to come into effect after you get the $300 statement, because, of course, before that, everything else is, you're going to get credit for it. But as soon as you hit that $300 in travel, you're going to get 3% back on any other travel. And then, like I mentioned, you're going to get 3% back on dining. So that's going to include restaurants. But that's also going to include fast food. Like if you go to McDonald's, you're also going to get you're going to get percentage back or cash back on that. In addition to that, you're going to get 1% back on everything else, which is pretty standard in the credit card industry. Another awesome thing about the Chase Sapphire Reserve is that when if you have other Chase cards and you transfer it to your Chase Sapphire Reserve, you're going to get 50% more. So for example, I currently have the Chase Freedom, and I probably have about $250 in cash back on that card. But when I transfer it over to my Chase Sapphire Reserve, it's going to end up being multiplied by 50%. So it ends up being $375 in cash back. And then later when I use that for, in the travel portal, I'm going to get another 50% more. So it ends up being $500 and something dollars. So I was able to, basically double my money just from having this card and using it for travel through the portal. Now that we've talked about the cashback percentages, the best thing about this card is all the perks. And trust me, with this card, there are a lot of perks. And that's why I think it's the best card. But one of the things, it's not exclusive to this card. Other cards have this, but the difference is that you have no foreign transaction fee with this card. Meaning, when you go to Europe, let's say you're at a coffee shop in London and you want to use your regular credit card, most of the time those credit cards will charge you 3% back, 3% fee because you're using it in a foreign country. But with this card, you don't have to pay that fee. They cover it, so there's no foreign transaction fee. It's easy to just have a card like this, don't have to pay any fees, and use it anywhere Visa is accepted. Another awesome thing about this card is that you get $100 credit for TSA pre-check or a global entry every 4 years. But basically, if you don't know, what that allows you to do is skip through security a lot faster. You get to wait in a different line, and you don't really have to take off your shoes, take off your electronics, all of that stuff, and it just gets you through security a lot faster. And when you're traveling a lot, that little 10, 15, 20 or whatever minutes it is that you save starts to add up every time, and it's just really convenient not to have to deal with the TSA and all of that. So no doubt the best perk about this card is the priority pass lounge access that you get. And in those lounges, you can get free stuff like drinks, like food, alcohol, showers. Sometimes the rooms are, quiet, so you can work or study or read or relax, whatever you want to do. There's access to charging ports, and it's just really cool to have this feature, and I'm really, really excited to be able to take advantage of it. Some lounges are great, some of them are not so great, but I know that this is going to be a really useful feature, because sometimes, you can get like meals and stuff, and that saves you some money, because when I travel, I know I spend at least $10 to $15 waiting in the airport on arrival and departure. Because when I depart, I'm there early, I'm waiting, I'm hungry, probably taking an early flight, didn't get a chance to eat before I left. Or even when I arrive, probably been on a plane for a while and want to get something right away. So being able to access those lounges and, grab a quick bite to eat, a snack, some water, whatever can save me, or does save me $10 to $15 each way. So that's already like probably $20 to $30 at least every trip. And I've heard of people getting nice meals in these priority pass lounges, being able to get nice drinks and beer and all of that stuff. So that's really cool to have, just to be able to relax a little bit before your flight, all for free, with the card that you're already using and getting a lot of great benefits with. Another added feature that Chase added in 2020 and 2021 is the $60 Doordash credit. So when you have this card, you get $60. In 2020, you would get $60. 2021, you get another $60. So I didn't get a chance to take advantage of the $60 in 2020 because I didn't have this card last year, but I have it this year, and I'll be able to use that $60 for DoorDash, which is, pretty cool that I'm getting a free credit for $60. I mean, I can definitely use that a good number of times. That's probably like 6 meals right there, or at least 4 or 5. And also, not only do you get that $60 credit for DoorDash, but you also get Dash Pass. And what that does is allows you to have free delivery when you use DoorDash. And it also allows you to have reduced service fees when you use DoorDash. And the only thing is that reduced service fee is only on orders above $12. But most DoorDash orders are already above that. So should be able to take advantage of that. It also comes with Lyft Pink. And what Lyft Pink is that you get 15% off rides, you get priority airport pickup, you get 3 free 30-minute bike or scooter rides every month, which is pretty cool. I know I can use that. And you get a free Grubhub Plus membership, and that means that you'll get free delivery on Grubhub, and you get 3 free cancels on your lifts within the first 15 minutes every month. So if you cancel a lift within 15 minutes, you won't get charged. Whereas if you didn't have this card, typically you would get charged. And on top of all that, you get 10% back when you use Lyft until March of 2022. There are also, with this card, some car rental benefits. So you basically get free upgrades and savings when renting cars with National, Avis, or Silver Car. I won't really get into the details because personally I don't rent cars. And I have never really used that, but you can look into it if you use if you rent cars commonly, and want to know all the details of that. But you also get a good number of insurance and protections. So with this card, you get primary auto insurance. So what that means is you get up to $75,000 in coverage for collision damage or theft whenever you're renting a car. So you don't need to buy car insurance when you're renting a car from, wherever, National, Avis, or Enterprise, or whatever you're using. And so that's a great, insurance coverage to have. You get trip cancellation insurance up to $10,000 per person, or $10,000 per person and up to $20,000 per trip. If your trip is cut short by sickness or severe weather, you get lost luggage reimbursement. So if you or an immediate family member check or carry on a luggage and it's damaged or lost by the carrier, you can get up to $3,000 per passenger. You get trip delay reimbursement. So if your flight is delayed 6 or more hours, then you can get reimbursed for your expenses like meals, or if it's an overnight stay, then you can get reimbursed for the hotel up to $500 per ticket. You get emergency evacuation insurance. So if you or an immediate family member are injured or sick during a trip away from home, you can be covered for medical services up to $100,000. And you get purchase protection. So new purchases are covered up to 120 days against damage or theft, up to $10,000 per claim or $50,000 per year. You also get return protection, so you can be reimbursed for items the store won't take back, up to $500 an item or up to $1,000 a year. And lastly, you get extended warranty protection, so whatever you buy will get an extended warranty of an additional year if that item comes with a warranty of 3 years or less. Now, of course, you have to use this card in order to get all of those benefits that I mentioned and all the benefits in the whole card in the whole video. And a lot of these things that you have to activate them on the Chase app, but it's really easy to do. You can just hop on the Chase app, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You just go on your Chase Sapphire Reserve card section, and you can see everything's down below. Now, personally, I just got this card, so I haven't used any of these insurance benefits, and I really don't know how reliable they are. But, you know, just a heads up, I'd be wary of that. You know, I'm not sure how easy it is or how difficult it is to take advantage of, you know, like that extended purchase protection or emergency evacuation. I'm sure they require like proof and all of that. But, you know, it's a great feature to have, and, you know, gives you some peace of mind knowing that, you know, if anything happens, you might have some coverage or protection just because you have this card. That's pretty much it for this video. It was a long one, but, you know, there was a lot to cover on this card. So I think it deserved its proper due and just, you know, deserved a longer video to go over it. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe, you know, hit that like button, drop a comment down below, turn on post notifications, and yeah, see you in the next video.